Porsche 51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Guys, we're back with the Formula 2 Championship. It's myself driving as Lando Norris versus Alexander Albon for this F2 Championship. I hope you guys are hyped. We're heading to France at the Le Castellet circuit for the F2 part of this little F2 Championship I'm doing on the side. I hope you guys are excited. Guys, this championship is really quickly heating up. You guys can see it's only 2 points between me and Alexander Albon. Anything and everything can still happen in the season. So, yeah, let's head to qualifying for the French F2 Grand Prix. Yeah.
And here we are, ready for a real fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying.
So guys, here in the pit box, ready for qualifying. Guys, just a quick reminder to follow me on all my social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You know you want to, so just do it, baby. Guys, actually this weekend here at Le Castellet, you guys know I love to drive the circuit. It's an excellent driver circuit. It's just so fun, and this circuit has got a little bit of everything. So I really like Le Castellet. This French Grand Prix circuit, it is just phenomenal. So look, these F2 cars, when you are used to the F1 cars, to jump back into them, it's quite a mind shift, because these cars, the downforce level difference, guys, it's massive, and these cars understeer a lot. So that actually just the first corner, it is quite a daunting task to go from F1, where you can really go fast to that corner, to go into F2 and realize how easy it is to run wide, especially this part here. This part there, yeah, you have to be really careful. But guys, let's go around this Le Castellet circuit to let you guys see a little bit how an F2 car runs around here. Heading to the end of the first section, guys, into these next few corners. Very tight and twisty with the F2 cars. You have to go through here really slow and really gentle. Third gear for this next left-hander. Guys, keep the car, plant the power slowly but surely, and as you feel comfortable, full power. You guys see we are purple in the first sector, opening up DRS as we head onto this very long back straight. Remember to drop a like, guys, it's always appreciated. Guys, at this stage of a YouTuber's career, likes are more appreciated than subscribers, so please just take 2 seconds to drop that like down below. Heading into this very fast chicane, you guys can see the understeer of the car. It just wants to go forward, but you have to force the car by down gearing and just yanking the steering wheel to actually get the corner done. Heading on to the second part, guys, you can take this next right-hander flatter, but you have to have the perfect line. Like through here, if you're not careful, you will run wide. Heading into this very, I would say very technical left-hander. It's actually a very tight hairpin, and get the power planted as soon as possible up to fourth gear to kill the oversteer. Into the next part of the track, the hardest part of the track, sector 3. Get the car down to second gear to get the turn in, third gear to kill the oversteer. Guys, even these cars having less power, they oversteer very easily. Into the final 2 corners, down to second gear actually to get the car to turn in for that final part, up to third gear, kill the oversteer. Down to second gear, get the car to turn in. I actually go to first gear and open up the throttle, third gear. Fourth gear, open up the DRS, and we're going to come across the line, and it's going to be a 1 minute 42.9, which puts us into P3. There's still 2.5 minutes left in the session, guys, but actually I am very comfortable with that qualifying. Oh guys, by the way, the new pit lane of France has been in the latest 1.09 update, so please go check out France. The pit lane is actually quite cool, the entrance. I like it a lot. So yeah, you guys are going to see that in this video. So that's been added in the recent update, so a little bit of an update video for you guys as well.
It's all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, which are Russell, De Vries and Alexander Albon. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. We're here at Le Castellet, and it looks to be a thrilling event ahead of us. The drivers are making their final preparations, and in a very short time, we'll be starting today's race. Today's drivers need to master the 15 corners of Paul Ricard, 6 left-handers and 9 right, spaced around the 3.6-mile circuit. The longest section is the famous Mistral Straight, which is split into 2 by the colourful chicane Nord, which offers a potential overtaking hotspot. But the drivers there need to take care. Those brightly coloured stripes don't offer much grip and won't be kind to tyres. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll down. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they're probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. A fantastic effort from George Russell yesterday puts him on pole position, with Nick de Vries slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Sete Camara, Luca Giotto and Norris, Aitken, Fuoco, Latifi, Artem Markelov, Fukuzumi, Merry, Sean Galeo and Boccolacci, Makino, Delatraz, Maney and Maximilian Gunter. Lorandi and Nico Kari completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Guys, an easy one-stop strategy. The mediums to the super soft tires, nothing too hectic. So, yeah, guys, let's head to this F2 feature race. And you guys know the drill. Jam with me! ready for the F2 feature race. I hope you guys are excited. Let's head to 5 red lights. Guys, George Russell is on the front row. He might get himself back into this championship. This is a good weekend for him. And it's go, go, go for the F2 feature race. Heading into T1, guys. You guys can see I squeeze out on somebody in the background. But it's George Russell heading alongside. I think it's Luca Giotto into the first corner. I might be wrong. Heading into T1. And George Russell defends his position successfully. It might be Nick de Vries as well. I can't remember. It's no. Guys, these F2 drivers just make me crazy because I think I can remember them and then I can't. So yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. It's a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, guys, heading to the first sector. Let's see if anybody can mount a fight on George Russell. Heading into heading onto the back straight. Tongue, wait for the brain. Oh boy. Or it's more like brain, wait for the tongue. How do you actually put that? I don't know. But guys, George Russell seems like he's got a comfortable lead now. Nobody's going to mount a fight just yet without DRS. Green flags waving away to signal that everything is still going fine here. And you guys can see actually, yeah, Alexander Albon is not far away from the lead. So we have to keep an eye out on those two because I didn't have the best qualifying when it came to the end. So yeah, but guys, this is a POV of our start. You guys can see actually my teammate Sergio Santacamera also had a fairly good qualifying. It's him alongside Alexander Albon heading into T1, actually alongside somebody else as well. Damn, there was 3 wide for a moment there. I actually squeezed out Jack Aitken right behind me. I know George Russell's teammate is Jack Aitken at this stage, so that at least I remember. But you guys see, we're still right behind our teammate Sergio Santacamera, who got squeezed out a bit. Now guys, we're jumping all the way to lap 6 because until here, guys, it was just so boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like everybody followed each other's slipstream, and then when the DRS got activated, George Russell will just make sure that he built a gap enough so nobody could overtake him. So nobody overtook anybody except right there. I just overtook my teammate Sergio Santacamera, and now we've got ourselves all the way up into P5. Only 4 cars to go to get ourselves into the lead of this race. Actually, let's see if we can win this Grand Prix. But my teammate Sergio Santacamera is actually trying to come back at me, heading down the back straight, heading into the chicane. Who is going to have the run? It is actually going to be myself. Sergio backs out of the move. I think he saw that was not going to go the best way possible. Guys, now we are right behind Luca Giotto. It is actually Nick de Vries in second place, guys. So sorry, I swapped de Vries and Giotto. De Vries' car and Giotto's car, even though they're 2 completely different teams, the cars look very similar. But guys, you guys can see we're right behind Giotto. I go for a move on the inside, but de Vries locks up and goes wide. That's an easy double move for for a podium position there, guys. De Vries locked up, ran wide, and I went for the dive up the inside of Giotto. Guys, now we are right behind our 2 championship rivals. The main one right in front of us, Alexander Albon. That all happened so quickly. Okay, DRS, let's open. And guys, by the way, at this stage, George Russell had a problem with this car. I heard it over the radio. My engine's overheating, everything's popping off, everything's going crazy. Heading into the corner, we are around the outside of George Russell, going up the inside of Albon. Will we go from P5 to P1 in 1 lap? Albon gets the drive coming out of the very tight chicane. That's a chicane and a hairpin combine. I don't know what you call that. But in any case, guys, we are right behind Alexander Albon, going into the very fast right-hander. We are right up, and we're actually pushing him through the corner, heading into the very fast hairpin. We are up the inside, but we are late into the brakes. We both run wide. We squeeze Albon wide, but guys, in the span of half a lap, we have gone from P5 all the way to P1. That is how you do it. Let's go, Team Carlin. Let's go, Lando Norris. Let's go get that dub. But that's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, guys. Heading on to the lap 10. It is now Alexander Albon trying to come back at me, and that is actually Luca Giotto just in the background there. He is just snooping his way all the way closer to us. Me and Albon are battling as fiercely as we dare. It is still side by side here, coming out of the very tight chicane. Guys, I'm going to pass out. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and by the way, lap 10, it was time for the pit stops. Albon! Oh boy, thank goodness he ghosted. I thought he was going to run into the back of me. Don't do that, Albon. Oh my word. Okay, so guys, it's pit stop time for the final 5 laps of the Grand Prix. We are all going to be on super soft tires. Damn it, I just had a heart attack. Like, legitimately, I just had a heart attack. Oh my soul. Okay, guys, there we go. Strap on the super soft tires, and now it is time to chase all these guys to the end. Well, to battle them to the end of the Grand Prix. That's an unsafe release. Damn it, Carlin. Oy vey. Okay, guys, thank goodness the game does not have unsafe release penalties. I think it should be implemented into the game. Keep the ghosting system, but give penalties for unsafe releases because, yeah, that was a very, very big unsafe release. Guys, on to the very next lap. It's my teammate Sergio Sete Camera now coming into the pit lane. Sergio Sete Camera. That's like one of the coolest names I've ever heard, but also one of the most complicated. Sergio is fine. Then you get to his surname. Sete Camera. Sete and camera are two separate words. Sete, S-E-T-T-E, space, camera. C-A-M-A-R-A. Sergio Sete Camera. It sounds so freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, very complicated name. He gets held up at the pit lane significantly there, guys. I'm sure Sergio will not appreciate that. You guys can see that this is the second place man, Luca Giotto, who actually jumped Alexander Albon in the pit lane in the pit stop phases, who is now in P2. I am slowly but surely driving away in the lead, and this is actually Nick de Vries coming out in P4. So guys, it is going to be a battle between Giotto and Albon for P2, and you guys can see my teammate is right behind also someone. I'm not sure who it is, sorry about that. But guys, heading on to the end of the middle of lap 13, it is now Alexander Albon right behind Luca Giotto, and heading into the chicane. Albon is looking for a move. He's gaining very quickly. They are side by side into the braking zone, side by side. It's Giotto going to defend around the outside for the second part of the chicane. I don't think he can. Well, it looks like he can. He's still ahead. They're side by side going into the very fast sweeping right hand. I always say left hander. And who's it going to be, Albon or Giotto? They turn in, and it's Giotto on the outside, Albon on the inside. They are not giving each other an inch. It is very, very tight heading through here, but Albon is going to have the inside line for the hairpin, and it is still very, very close. They are still side by side. How is Giotto keeping that car alongside Alexander Albon's damn car? Oh my word. Giotto on the inside. Albon is now on the inside for this next, I would say, twisting part of the track, and then Giotto will be on the inside for the second to last corner, and Albon on the inside for the final corner. You guys can see I just go out of shot there. Albon is up the inside. Will it be Albon or Giotto as they cross the line? I think it is going to be Alexander Albon. Albon gets the DRS, so Albon, it took him half a lap, but he is up into P2. Oh my great googly moogly. What a battle between those two for the second podium position, well, the second and the final podium positions. But guys, that has been the feature race. It is now me going to come across the line to win the feature race here in France. Let's go, baby! Woo!
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
So as they climb out of the car, the Carlin team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think they kept a cool head. That's why they won today. Smooth, steady, everything bad that happened to them, they handled it calmly and professionally. That's what let them focus on getting the best out everything else. The car, the strategy, they managed to keep out of trouble the whole way around.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance. And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Luis Del Tras. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And now a look at the team standings. Carlin moved to the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the MP Motorsport team today as they make their way up the standings. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome back for the final event of the weekend, the sprint race. Here, the top 8 from yesterday's feature race are reversed to make up the grid below us, and in just a few minutes, those drivers will be hurtling down into turn 1. In the commentary box for the big race today, I'm Alex Jakes, and joining me once again, it's Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as well as being the 2012 GP2 champion, you also have experience as a test driver in F1. What would you say are the biggest differences for people fresh to the world of F2?
Well, Alex, I think it's an exciting time in Formula 2 right now. For spectators, a lot of excitement comes from all the drivers being in the same car. That puts...
Oh boy, guys, it's wet! We have not driven these F2 cars in the wet conditions before. Oh no, 5 red lights, it's go, go, go. I am panicking! Oh my word, guys, the definition of no grip at all was quite present in this very race. Guys, Artem Markelov is in the lead at this stage. He keeps the lead of the Grand Prix at this stage, of the sprint race. And yeah, guys, I was panicking so much. Guys, literally, if you put the throttle flat in 4th gear, the car would still spin and lose control. The definition of this race was short shift galore. I don't know how the other driver, the AI, actually get max throttle, max up revs with the cars. I don't know how they do not spin out, but these guys, they go into the rev limiter every time like usual. They I go and then when I get grip, I down gear and I go like and then I try and catch up. But guys, look at my start. It is just spinning, some more spinning, a little bit of Formula D, spinning, going into the first corner, a little bit of Formula D in the back of my head, spinning, braking, understeer, a little bit of brown stuff in my pants, understeer, going over the curb, understeer to 4th gear, short shift into 5th gear, yeah, a little bit of brown stuff in my pants once again. Oh boy, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I love these cars, but my first experience of driving these cars on the wet, it was not fun, not even a little. This was absolutely terrifying. And you know what's the funniest thing? You guys see there? I still go for moves. I still try and make moves stick. Why I do that? I don't know. Why I'm crazy? Nobody will ever know. But I still do it! And now Luca Giotto is right up my backside. I will remember now Luca Giotto is car number 14 actually. He is right up my rear trying to go for a move. It is just crazy, guys. And guys, by the way, you don't see it on the replay system, but the spray. Oh my great googly moogly. If you are behind someone, you can't see anything. You see nothing. It's like I want to drive blind. I need a puppy to like be in front of my car and lead my car where it needs to go, because I don't know where I'm going. That's how it felt. And guys, for some other reason, Jack Aitken and a few other cars pitted. I don't know why, because unlike F1, where the cars have intermediate and full wet tires, F2 cars only have wet tires. They only have full wets. It's full wets or nothing. So these guys just came in to strap on another set of full wets. They took off their already new full wet tires to strap on another set of new full wet tires to run to the end of the sprint race. But the rest of us could have made it on a single set. So this really gave me a little bit of a head scratching moment. I didn't know what the idea was of that, but to me it was quite stupid. So I'm honest, it was stupid. It was very, very stupid. But yeah, now you guys can see I'm still battling with Luca Giotto. Now guys, like I said, it's my first time driving these cars in wet conditions, and yeah, I did not keep up with the front 5 or 6 cars. I can't remember which position I was, but I couldn't keep up to save my life. No, not even a little. Guys, this car, I actually only figured out how to drive consistently with this car about 2 or 3 laps to go. And yeah, I'm being honest. I'm not lying. I couldn't get this car to grip. And that's why Giotto was constantly underneath my gearbox. And why he's going for a move! Stay away! Go away! Guys, I feel about Giotto in this race how I felt about Gasly in my Hungarian Grand Prix. Go away! Shoo! Shoo shoo! Go away! Go away! Thank you! Don't! Okay, guys, by the way, that's Nicholas Latifi behind them, who's also trying to get something mounted here. So I was not in a very good position at this stage, not even a little. So yeah, that was not. This was at this stage, like I said, not a very fun experience. We head on to, I think it's lap 6. I believe it's lap 6, and you guys can see I ran wide. Okay, guys, How do you drive an F2 car in the rain? The car in the dry understeers like crazy. Now you put it on a wet surface where aquaplaning is one thing, and there's just like a tenth of the grip which there is in the dry. You put a car that is very easy to oversteer with on a wet track with, I don't know, these wet tires felt like slicks. You guys saw there. Leave me alone, Giotto. I just want P7. What is it, P7, P6? I don't know. I just want to get points because Albert is ahead of me. Leave me alone. We are 4 cars battling away for whichever position this is. Let's just say P7 to be safe. But if Giotto at this stage has passed me, guys, and as you guys see, I'm right behind him. I'm swerving around because the car won't grip. Around the outside of Giotto, heading into this next corner. Oh boy. Okay, I defend my position. Well, I take it back. I tried to defend, failed, and took it back. So, yeah. Oh boy, guys, but now that was the only just like exciting thing that happened. So we're heading to the end of the sprint race. Artem Markelov was unrivaled. He just stayed in front the whole time. And these guys just couldn't get a move mounted. So Artem Markelov is actually going to win the sprint race with, I don't know who's in second and who's in third. I think Nick de Vries actually was in third, but I don't know who was second. And yeah, we're gonna come home. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're actually gonna come home in P6. Yay, P6! But I'm still behind Albon. Yay, okay, yeah. You guys see I got away from Giotto on the last laps, but like I told you guys, I only figured out the car on the last 3 laps. So that was quite stupid. So yeah, guys, in the championship, I'm still ahead, but only by 5 points from Alexander Albon. Artem Markelov moves into P3 ahead of George Russell. I'm going to keep my eye on him. Heading to the team standings, guys, it's still my team, Carlin, in the lead, ahead of Dams and ART Grand Prix, but Russian time is slowly but surely catching up to us. But yeah, guys, that has been this sprint race. I don't want to call it a sprint race. I want to call it a brown pants race. Like, no, an inside brown pants race. Guys, you guys don't understand how many times, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use a lot of flashbacks, but I used about 2-3 flashbacks in that race, especially at the beginning when I didn't have a clue how to drive the car. So I admit to that. But yeah, guys, on the screen now you guys will see the highlights of the feature race. But yeah, guys, it's just these cars. Look, come the end of that race, I did enjoy the last 3 laps because I actually figured out how to drive the car. But the beginning of that race was just pure agony. It hurt me to realize how bad I was in the wet with these cars. So any wet race in the future of this championship, I'm not going to be confident at all. Like not even a little. Not even a little. But yeah, guys, that has been actually this episode. I've still got about a minute to talk before the outro runs in. Guys, as you guys saw with the Hungarian Grand Prix, I've worked on a few new, on a new intro and a few new outros, guys. The intro consists of all 3 games that I give you guys. That is GT Sport, F1, and Dirt 4. The outros for each type of game will be unique. So F1 will have an F1 outro, Dirt will have a Dirt outro, and actually GT Sport will have a GT Sport outro. So at this stage you guys are only going to see the F1 outro, so stay tuned to the channel to see the other outros. I hope you guys like it. We're following tradition. You guys know I do donuts when I'm in a good mood, when I celebrate. Donuts are my thing. So that's why you guys see donuts in the F1 outro. But yeah, guys, that has been this episode. Thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, hit the subscribe, don't forget to ding the bell to never miss a future episode and to have all your needs met with sim racing and gaming content. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all definitely for the next F2 round when we head to the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Cheers!